Thank you, Assistant Speaker. My supplementary question is it's related to the same issue. First of all, it's good to hear that note that Minister then, Petroleum Minister, Honorable William Duma, now Minister for State and Enterprise, was the minister behind the PNG LNG project. And he has an institutional memory of how we have structured the PNG LNG agreement. In Kokobo, then late Prime Minister, Somare gave us 4.27% to the 5 provincial governments, affected LLGs, and over 20,000 landowners. 2 NEC decisions have agreed to give that to the provincial government and landowners. Since 2020, March 2020, an NEC decision was that the 4.27 plus all the income generated from that must be released to the beneficiary groups. Last year, over 1.2 billion revenue generated and received by KPHL. 25% of that is rightfully belongs to my people, the people of Southern Islands, Western Province, Gulf Central Province. Why KPHL is milking on that money belong to the people after 2 successive NEC decisions have given that right. Prime Minister, who is the trustee shareholders, wrote to them, and why KPHL continue to, misuse that money, abuse that money, and gave small piecemeal message to the landowners and provincial government. Honorable Minister, when are you going to release that money? And what are you going to do with over 300 million or 200 million received last year was never paid to us? And when are you releasing that 4.27 million? We don't want to be part of a KPHL group going around investing with speculative investments. My people's 4.27 must be released immediately. Give me the deadline. When are we going to enforce the NEC decision that was still outstanding since 2020? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'd like to thank the Governor for this very important question. Firstly, I can agree with the Governor that it is true that the landowners are entitled to 4.27. There is no dispute about, and I can agree with him, having been the minister responsible who was part of the negotiation which led to an agreement for our landowners to be given that percentage. To start with, I can assure him that he has a valid concern, and I stand ready to be able to help resolve this long-standing issue. In relation to the apparent inability or the failure of the state or even Kumul Petroleum Holdings Ltd to give effect to 2 NEC decisions, I must clarify that I was not the minister responsible during that time. I'm not familiar with the precise wording of the NEC decisions, and if the good governor can write to me expressing those concerns, I want to assure him that I will try my best to deal with the issue and to resolve it for the benefit of all parties concerned. And I must also emphasize that our landowners are very, very important stakeholders. And we have an obligation to deliver what was promised to them when we signed the project agreement. So I will be able to assist the governor if he is able to provide me copies of those 2 NEC decisions, and I will help him. So thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.